What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron O'Toole, and welcome to the second lesson video of the TooleShedDrums YouTube channel. And if you've seen my other videos and you don't recognize me at all, that's because I cut off all my hair. Well, most of it anyway. I grew it for like 2 years and kept it for a year and decided it was time for a change, and I'm pretty happy with it. So, today we're going to be going over another exercise that I use in my daily practice. And this one is an original of mine, and the focus here is going to be on control. Now, in the first video, if you remember, the main points were accuracy and endurance in order to build speed, right? All good things. And I think control sort of builds on that, because if you can play very fast but you can't control any of your notes, it's never useful for making music. So I've devised this simple exercise combining some pretty common note values to really develop some control. This exercise starts out very simple. Basically, what's going to happen is each beat is going to switch off from 16th notes to 8th notes. So beat 1 is going to be 4 16th notes. Beat 2 is going to be 2 8th notes. Beat 3 back to 4 16th notes. And beat 4 back to 2 8th notes. That's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I recommend that you start that out with just your hands, like I just played it, and you can voice that around the kit if you'd like, you know. Okay, get really comfortable doing that with your hands. And now that is line 1 of this exercise. So line 2 is actually going to be the same thing, only the pattern inverted. So you're going to start out with 2 8th notes, then go to 4 16th notes and loop that. Right? You can move that around the kit too, right? Now, I recommend that you play to a click while practicing this, especially if you're isolating both measures separately, due to the fact that the pattern is the same. It's just your interpretation of the pattern that's changing, right? So once you get comfortable with each line by themselves, then you can start mixing them together. So one way that I do this is to repeat both measures twice. And so that sounds a little bit like this. And I'll throw the hi-hat in there to give you an idea of where the time is. All right. So that's line 1 twice, line 2 twice, in a loop. Again, I would start this with just your hands alone. You know, you could throw a hi-hat in there for, you know, beat reference. So yeah, and then what I do is I actually throw this on my feet for a very beneficial double bass drum exercise. And the way that I started this whole thing was actually for double bass. So how I started was to just play it on the feet, you know, so. And then I move on to throwing a groove over it. So, you know, you could play quarter notes on the ride, you know, and put the snare on beat 3. What I do then beyond that is I actually double up the time. So what I'll do is I'll convert the 16th notes to 32nd notes. And then I convert the 8th notes to 16th notes. And if that sounds super confusing to you, all you need to know is that you're playing the exercise twice as fast over the groove. And I'll show you what that sounds like. So as I said in the first video, possibilities are endless with this stuff. You know, moving it around the kit, thinking of applications such as the bass drum. If you have any ideas yourself, I'd love to see them in the comments. Also, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to help. And I hope you find this exercise useful. I know I do. I find it super beneficial in my everyday practice. If you like this video, please subscribe. I appreciate it so much. So yeah, see you next time.